guys, welcome back to 12 Acres. Today we are going to be canning some potatoes. We got about 70 pounds of potatoes this year, which is the most that we've ever grown, although it's not quite as much as I was hoping for, but it's still a good amount. So I am going to be doing raw packed potatoes. This is not the certified official method that is published in all the, ball blue books. This is not that method. So I will, however, tell you the difference between what I'm doing and the official method. Alright, so what I'm doing is a raw pack where they are not pre-cooked. I am also not peeling my potatoes. My potatoes are very, very thin skin and we are scrubbing them very clean. We are cutting off any green spots or any kind of blemishes so they are as pristine as could possibly be before I can them. Now the official method, which you will find in like the Ball Blue Book of Preserving and things like that, calls for you to peel the potatoes and also pre-cook them for 10 minutes prior to canning them. I do not like that because I find that they are overcooked then after you process them in the canner, so I prefer a raw pack method.
Alright, let's get started. So we want to scrub all of our potatoes. I use a stiff scrub brush and just kind of clean them all in a circular motion, making sure to get into every little crevice. Of course, we will trim any bad spots off. You've got water going on the stove, not only to add to your jars, but also your canner heating up. All your jars need to be cleaned either by hand or the dishwasher. And here is the official Ball Blue Book recipe, if you'd like to follow that. I do add 1 teaspoon of salt per each quart.
The only thing that I will be doing the same as the authorized or approved method is the actual processing times. For quarts, I will be doing these for 40 minutes at 10 pounds pressure.
Once all of your potatoes are clean and your jars are washed, you can then start cutting your potatoes into any size that you want. Larger potatoes you might want to quarter or even cut into smaller pieces. Small potatoes you may be able to put in whole or just cut them in half. You then add your almost simmering water to your jars. They don't have to be boiling water, but pretty hot. Make sure there's no air bubbles in your jars. And then add your salt at this time too. Like I said, for quarts, it's 1 teaspoon canning salt, or pickling salt, whatever you want to call it. You then wipe the rims clean just to make sure that there's no debris or, chunks of salt or potatoes or anything on them that might hinder a really good seal. So you just want to wipe them down a bit. Alright, place the lids on and the rings, and once again, you just finger tighten these. You don't want to crank them on too tight. Put them in your canner, which should have already been at least heated up. You don't have to have it boiling just yet.
So I've got my burner on pretty high. My vent is open. The petcock on mine is open. I'm going to let it vent. You can see the steam coming out, so we're going to let it steam out and vent for about 10 minutes before we close it, at which time we will start watching the pressure rise. Alright, our timer has reached the 40-minute mark, so at that point you shut everything off and this will begin to depressurize. You do not open the vent or attempt to open the pressure canner until it is completely down to 0.
Once you do open the canner, I would suggest leaving them sit for a few minutes before you attempt removing them. And that's it. Now we have our home canned potatoes that will be shelf stable for a long time. And very good. Thanks for watching, guys.